Phillies better?
Yeah, it wasn't really easing into the game with Billy Burns in the rack on my face. The first pitch wasn't, like I said, easing in, throwing a couple pitches and getting into the swing of things. It was rocket at your face the first pitch, and you realize you're back at it. Yeah, after the single in the walk, I was able to get some ground balls. Unfortunately, weren't hit hard enough to turn over plays, and then get up the solo homer. But I was back to getting ground balls. Stuff wasn't great, but for coming off an injury scare, being able to get ground balls like I have been before, we'll take it. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough against an all-star and one of the best pitchers in the game.
When things shift as far as the rotation is concerned, or days of rest or off days or what have you, how does it affect the crispness and other stuff?
It does a little bit, but I was just worried about my ankle and foot and Achilles feeling fine. Once I was able to overcome that, being able to throw my in between bullpens and stuff, and you're at this point, you kind of cherish every off day and extra rest you can get. When stuff wasn't great, like I said, I was able to make some pitches and get out of it. My defense was good behind me, and just it wasn't enough against a good pitcher.
Were you able to test it right away tonight?
Yeah, the matrix first play, and then there's a one where I had to cover first on the 3-6-1, but I knew I wasn't going to beat him there, so kind of checked up. And, I still feel a little bit, but it wasn't an issue that came into pitching. And, it's one of those things I'm going to have to monitor going forward, but I'm able to go out there and able to give us a chance and keep us in the game.
As far as monitor what going forward?
My Achilles, it's one of those things where it might be sore, but it's not actually the Achilles, just this bone that's kind of pushing against it. And they get a little sore and stuff, but everybody has nicks and knacks at this point, so it's one of those things where you come in and get treatment.
Were you conscious of the whole game, or did you kind of forget about it?
No, I mean, once you get out there and, like I said, the rocket in your face, you try to get people out and worry about it after the fact, as long as it's not preventing me from doing anything I'm trying to do. So put it behind you and do the treatment in between starts, and once you get between the lines, you can worry about getting people out.
They're a last place team, but it seems when he's pitching, they almost become like a first place team when you're facing them.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's really, really good. Just playing a little bit with him that I did, you could see the the potential, and he's obviously gotten a lot better, and he's an all-star, and he's a tremendous pitcher. I showed that tonight.
In the days preceding the start, was there ever that?
No, I mean, just based off the way I felt after the fact, and there's a little scare there, but got an MRI and showed nothing structurally wrong, and did all the treatment necessary in the bullpens, and crossed every hurdle, and was able to go out there and pitch today and pitch fairly well. It just wasn't well, unfortunately.
Is it interesting for you to face up?
Yeah, but at this point, I think there's two guys in the lineup that I play with and stuff, and unfortunately, one of them got 3 hits and a home run, but he's still the coaching staff and the organization that you came up with, and you see the green and gold and the white shoes, and kind of reflect on some of those things, and I'm sure I'll see some of the guys tomorrow that I played with and came up with and stuff, and so it's always kind of a challenge and a fun thing to face your former teams and whatnot. And, you always have fun.
On the pitch to Reddick, how much did it miss the slide?
It was actually the best fastball I threw all game to him. I threw a bunch of crappy off-speed stuff, and before that, and then finally executed one in, and he's got the kind of prototypical left-handed swing down and in, and it was one of those where it's probably a better pitch than I wanted to throw. I wanted to make it run instead of sink, and it kind of sunk right into his barrel, and he put a good swing on it. And usually, solo home runs don't beat you, but unfortunately, it's one of the best.